Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Whether you found me on Dogs Daily on SI.com or whether you found us over at YouTube, we appreciate you for being here on today, tonight, tomorrow, whenever you're watching this broadcast. We will be breaking down the highlights and lowlights, though I don't expect there to be too many, of the freshman phenom from last year in Nakobe Dean, expecting a monumentous, season in his sophomore year at Georgia out of the linebacker from Mississippi. So this is one has been highly anticipated, whether it be on our social media accounts or over on YouTube. Been asked to do this several times, and honestly, when I was breaking down Azeez Ojulari's tape last week, two people stood out on that defense from Georgia in 2019, in my opinion. One was Richard LeCount, couldn't miss him every single play. Dude flashed all over the tape. The other one is this guy right here in Nakobe Dean. So again, whether you found us over on Dogs Daily, if you found us over there, feel free to comment, give me any feedback you'd like to give us, ask us any questions. And if you found us over on YouTube, appreciate you for being here. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that thing. Hit the alerts button so you know when we got stuff dropping. We appreciate you guys for all the support. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
All right, this is kind of irrelevant for the conversation and the breakdown tonight of Nakobe Dean, but I just want to go through this because you're going to see him listed as whatever he's listed as on the depth chart, wherever, whoever's projecting depth charts, all that stuff. I'm going to call Nakobe Dean the will for this exact reason for the rest of the season until I see something different on tape. And I know this is Tay Crowder, but I know this guy right here is Monty Rice. Here's how I, in my whole entire life of football, have been taught to identify who the Mike is and who the will is. When the defense is forced to send a linebacker out of the box, if they are playing two linebackers in the system, whichever linebacker leaves the box, more oftentimes than not, is the will. He is responsible for coverage. He is responsible for playing outside the box. The linebacker that is most likely to remain inside the box is always the Mike. In any depth chart I'll ever put out, as long as this guy, Monty Rice, is at the University of Georgia, he is the Mike. Because when a linebacker is left outside the box, it is not number 32. Until something changes, which it might this year. I don't see it changing because this guy is kind of limited in his coverage abilities, but he's a damn good run stopper. Until this changes, this guy is the will. I don't care who's calling the defense. That has nothing to do with it. What it has everything to do with, because the defensive lineman, if he's in there all the time, could call the damn defense. What it has everything to do with is alignment and assignment. Who leaves the box? Period, point blank. This guy is the will. This guy is the Mike. Period. Sorry. Got to get that off my chest. All right, this right here is what we call being shot out of a cannon. All right. I'm questioning a little bit of the play design here from Kentucky. But all you need to know is I would call this midline option, right? They're reading, instead of reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, they're reading what is the 5 technique right here in David Marshall. Okay, they're reading him, but they end up kind of taking 2 because Tay Crowder kind of gets sucked up on what he thinks can be a keep, but it's really a give. Now watch this dude, okay? Watch him catch a second gear, right? He's already out leveraged right now. Watch him just take off and go make a tackle. I'll tell you what, 77 right here is supposed to be pulling and inserting for the backside linebacker. He's on this track right here to try to pick up Nakobe Dean, and he ain't getting there. I'll tell you that right now. He is not getting there. It's just speed. It's something you can't teach. Speed. Now, Kirby said in his post-game interview after Kentucky that they were terrible with their gap control, that, guys were 2 guys in one gap, something we talked about last week with Azeez Ojulari, putting 2 guys in one hole. Well, this right here is what I have on my notes as gap control that's wise beyond his years. This is a guy as a true freshman doing this stuff right here. Look, all right, most young linebackers, they think this B gap over here is filled up. They're going to sprint into C gap right here. And actually, this is A gap. They're going to sprint into B gap. They see an open hole. They're going to fill it. Watch what he does. He slow plays B gap and then dives back into A gap to make the play. Okay? If he sucks up and sprints in, this play doesn't work. There's no one into B gap or an A gap when he ultimately slides over because Tay gets a little out of his control. Watch Crowder. Crowder tries to sneak back into backside A gap right there, leaving frontside A gap open. Nakobe has B gap right here, but falls back into A and makes a wallop of a hit right there. Okay, we understanding our gap controls here. Tyler Clark's got A. Malik Herron's setting the edge out there at C, which means Nakobe Dean's got B gap. But he ends up taking control over Tay Crowder's job right here by falling right back into A with a big hit. But it doesn't work unless he presses his gap first. Because if he jumps into A gap too early, boom, jump cut, we're off to the races. But instead, he presses his gap, falls back over when the guy hits A, and delivers a hit. That is great gap control defense from number 17 right there. All right, this is what I call a coaching point. There's a little pun in there if you know football. It is a point, okay? See this center pointing? He is identifying the point of the attack. They're running inside zone this way. This combo is going to the Mike linebacker right here, and Nakobe backside is Will in this case. I know we talked about Mike Will identification. The point in this instance, actually, I'll tell you right now, Monty's playing the Mike. He's out leveraged. He's playing the Will. But the center is pointing at Nakobe. That is the point, all right? Now watch what happens when they shift the defense. Like they do so often at Georgia, they're going to bounce. Boom, bounce, okay? Look, center's re-identifying the combos. He just told his left guard, you guys got that guy blocking the combo into space, as we call that in the offensive line world, and he's looking at his right guard. He's saying, we got this 0 to the point in Nakobe Dean. That's why I call it a coaching point. Watch how it works, okay? This combo is going to work, get off to Nakobe, and then boom, it leaves the backside linebacker free because there's no one to get him. Coaching point. Get it? So next time y'all see on TV that center pointing at a whole bunch of different people, boom, boom, point. Brooks taught me. He's identifying the mic, where they're going to in their run blocking combos. Coaching point. Same similar blocking scheme here. You'll see the center here in a second. He's going to lift his head up, and he's already told his guard, we're working the 0 to the point. We're working the 0 to the mic right here. See the wheels outside the box. See? Coaching points playing. All right. These guys got this combo into space. Devod Wilson's going to creep into the screen here. That's where their combo's ultimately working. But here's the key in this mint defense that they got rolling right here. Look, they got a whole bunch of big old bodies out here. Jermaine Johnson's 6'5", about 260. Okay, I can't quite tell who that is right there playing the inside 4-eye technique. This is Malik Herron out here playing this 4-eye, and big old Jordan Davis. This is the importance of having a guy like this. Watch him hold this double team, not let this center off. This would be called defensive holding. Look, that guy can't get off. Big Jordan Davis got a paw on him. What happens? Nakobe slips right in there for a tackle. Okay? This guy controls this defense. If your nose tackle is playing good football in an odd front defense, you can stop the run against anybody. Against anybody. Okay, it's not going to show up on the stat sheet. Jordan Davis didn't get this tackle. But if I'm the coach in our stat sheet, Jordan Davis got a half a tackle right there because he stopped this block from getting up. That center can't get there because Jordan Davis got his big old paw on him, holding him. Would be called defensive holding, but we're going to let it slide because it's good football. All right, so here we are. It's the opening possession against Florida. Georgia just did their, even though they got somebody offsides right here, Georgia did their thing where, they shift the defensive line, get the offensive line to jump on 3rd and short. It's kind of like Georgia's way of doing a hard count as a defense, right? We're going to move really quickly. The whole defensive line, they caused tons of false starts in short yardage situations last year. Quickly turn a 3rd and 1 into a 3rd and 6. So on comes Nakobe Dean in this pass rushing, defense that they had last year. They got a nickel defense, dime right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive backs on the field. Insert Jermaine Johnson and Nakobe Dean. Now these guys are playing off-ball linebacker. Oftentimes you'll see them both lined up as almost like a Mike and Will right here with a 3-man surface. Trayvon Walker in there at the nose tackle position, just getting as many pass rushers on the field as we can. Now, I call this a walked-up look. I don't know what anybody else calls it, but they're just walking up, showing the offensive line that it's their 5 versus our 5. Now, what Georgia often does is they're forcing this offensive line to decide which of these 5 guys is coming. Maybe they're all coming. Maybe one of them's dropping out. What I'll tell you is right now, Nakobe Dean's dropping out, okay? Now, his responsibility, as you'll see as the play begins to run, is he's immediately turning flat, right? He's getting his eyes to the flat. Let's go back and look at it, okay? Snap, boom. Get my eyes to the flat. What's coming to me? Well, you'll notice out of all these guys on this side of the field, there's one guy that identifies screen much faster than the rest. Boom. And it's Nakobe Dean, and he is flying to the football. Okay, linebackers, 2 good things, right? We got to have play strength. We got to have all that great stuff. But we've got to be able to identify the play of the offense. Not only that, but we've got to have the speed to get to the ball. And when we arrive, we better arrive with some thump. I call it thunder in the pads. Watch this. Boom. Okay, let's watch it from the tight. This is what I love about this guy right here. He's got great identification skills for a kid that's this young, right? He's playing in his freshman season right here, first game ever against Florida down in Jacksonville. Watch how quickly. Eyes to the flat, eyes back to the quarterback. Now we're on our horse, right? Coach talks about getting on our horse all the time. We're on our horse to the football, and watch us arrive. Boom. Right? It may not seem like something, but you get 15, 20 of these like P. Ryan did against Georgia, you're leaving the game needing an ice bath and needing one quick. Okay, identification skills and then getting there in a hurry. That's what made that Roquan Smith guy so great right here. Little things. But it's a 3rd and 6 that turned into a 4th and 1 right here because 17 identified and got on his horse. Another 3rd down here. This one's 3rd and a country mile. I think it's like 3rd and 25 right here. Matter of fact, it is 3rd and 25, says my notes. Got a condensed formation, putting Kyle Pitts, a future first-round pick, up here to the top of the screen all by himself. Not a wide receiver out there. That's why you see DJ Daniel now into this condensed formation into the boundary. Spoiler alert here, DJ Daniel's got Kyle Pitts man-to-man, which leaves Nakobe Dean locked up with Samaje P. Ryan. All right, now, the reason Nakobe Dean came on 3rd down last year is, there's a lot of reasons. The primary reason is because this dude can cover. He can flat out run with just about anybody you got on the offensive side of the football. Georgia going dime here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Except instead of Jermaine Johnson, like we saw in the last clip, we've got Adam Anderson, who's a pretty daggone good pass rusher, into the formation now as well. But watch this dude. Watch him, filter through the trash, get through all the contact, and run with this running back. And it looks like it's as easy as anything could be. He looks like he's jogging halfway through this rep. Now, what will get him paid on Sundays is if he snaps his head around and picks his football off, which I think in the future we're going to see. But watch it from the tight when we get there here in a second. This is the type of stuff immediately. Okay, look, boom. He knows right now. He's out leveraged, but he's going to gain that leverage really quick. He's going to flip his hips, filter through the trash, get on top, and then incomplete pass, 4th down, bring on the punt unit. That's why Adam Anderson's in the field, or in the game right there. That dude can get after it. All right, but back to Dean. This is it. This is why he's on the field on 3rd down. This is why he's going to make plays this year, even on 3rd down in the passing game. He's not leaving the field in 2020. All right, we showed you this walk to look just a couple clips ago. Same thing, except Jermaine Johnson's out here now. Trayvon Walker back in at the nose, Nakobe Dean. Now, he flashed earlier, right? Walked up, went out. Now, this is why it causes so much confusion on this offensive line for these 5 guys. Because watch what this right guard does. Oh, he dropped out last rep. He's been dropping out a lot. What's he going to do now? Now he's going to flash. Oh, he's dropping out. I'm getting back down. Nope. I'm going to show a little flash, and then I'm going to get in the quarterback's face immediately and put my hands up. It's just those little subtleties. It's how well they've been coached too. But it's those little subtleties that force a 4th down right here. Because Trask has got to get this ball out. He can't allow for his guy to create more separation. Look, he's faking the flash. Boom. I'm going to show a hi-hat, Right guard goes away, and then what happens? Boom, we got everybody on one-on-one, and we got number 17 getting a free shot on Kyle Trask right here. Good job by Aziz, too, beating that man outside. Just a good rep. But again, Mark Webb's an animal. But again, that's all created by 17 right there. And the varied looks from the pressure. This right here is the clip. If you take nothing away from tonight's film session, take this clip with you. All right, they're running inside zone to a two-man surface over here. They got everybody leveraged. We got a double team here. We got an ISO block with the left tackle on Azeez Ojulari. These three guys win against these two guys. This guy is responsible for the back, and he's already out-leveraged. Okay? But number 17 's special. He is absolutely 1,000% special. Watch him. Okay, immediately. Let's go back. Let's try to get you. Immediately off the top. Watch how much he's out-leveraged. Right here. Look, he's got a full 1.5 yards on him. His head and ball are way in front of this guy. Watch how fast number 17 closes from this point to this point right here. Watch this. That right there is elite. Okay? That's what made this guy one of the top linebackers in the country out of high school. And that's what's going to make this guy a top 30 pick when he ultimately leaves the University of Georgia. That is Roquan Smith-esque right there. Just to be able to get up, find another gear, and come down with an immediate tackle. Force a fourth down. Got 4 plays from this Auburn game I'm going to show you. 3 of them are Nakobe just being flawless in coverage skills. One of them is a play recognition skill in the fourth quarter that I'm going to show you near the goal line that was just phenomenal. We'll start with the coverage skills first. This is what makes this guy so special. It's what's going to allow him to play for 3 downs on Sundays, and it's this right here. Look, plays great inside leverage on this back. Okay, what you don't want to do is give this guy a two-way go. Force him into one direction. So he's playing inside leverage, but the only way you can do this is if you have great recovery speed. So boom, he breaks out. He has to. It's called an option route from the running back. He breaks out. Watch the recovery speed. Boom, I'm in the hip immediately. He wants the hands up, but he ain't got a shot to throw that football right now because Nakobe would close on that. So what ends up happening? He forces Bo Nix into a scramble, and now it's 3rd and 9. Was 2nd and 10, now it's 3rd and 9. Again, watch it from the top. It's really good coaching, obviously, but this kid knows what he's doing. He's done a lot of one-on-ones, I would imagine, in his lifetime. Does, again, a great job playing inside leverage, giving him a one-way go, make him go that way, and then recover greatly. It's a good job right there. All right, 3rd and 10 here. We see this, I call this the rookie package that they threw out last year. Got a lot of young guys in here. Trayvon Walker right there, Tyreek Stevenson. And by the way, I've already decided my next YouTube breakdown is going to be Tyreek Stevenson in just this Auburn game. He played absolutely phenomenal the entire 4 quarters. I mean, I was incredibly impressed watching this. But here's Nakobe out here. Just watch what he does. He's going to show feint blitz, as we'll call it, feinting a blitz. Okay, he's going to act like he's walking in here. You think with this lean he's coming, right? Okay, boom. Here at the snap, watch him. Flip his hips. His job is to get to number 1 and reroute him. Do not let him come inside. Wham. Reroutes him. Almost forces a pick right here from DJ Daniel. This is great stuff. And the only way this can happen is if this guy can cover a lot of ground really quickly. Everybody thinks he's blitzing. He's feinting the blitz, getting back into the throwing window, and almost causing a turnover. Let's watch it from the tight. Okay? Splitting the difference right here. Everybody thinks he's coming, including this right tackle. Okay? And then he walks up even closer. Watch him. Creeps in even closer. Right tackle's going to set to him. Oh, what do I do now? Nothing. You're blocking air, buddy, and we're about to get an interception. Look at the reroute. Oh, so physical. Bo Nix is going to this guy. They're running double slants right here. A quick slant from 33 and another slant from Seth Williams at the top. But they can't get to it because Nakobe Dean sticks his helmet in that guy's face mask. And that's all legal within 5 yards. Just can't do anything about it. Here we go. Another coverage rep, excuse me. Nakobe's got man-to-man with the back out of the backfield. Watch him run with him on the wheel. Easy speed. Now, here's what makes Gus Malzahn Gus Malzahn. This is called a cover 3 beater. Watch Seth Williams. He's going to run, I guess you could call, I don't even know what you call that route. It's called go find the hole and sit down in it. Okay, they're going to send the wheel. They're trying to send the wheel to occupy Richard LeCount, and they do a good enough job of it. He has to flip his hips multiple times. Richard LeCount can't quite get there. He's in the middle of the field. Tay Crowder doesn't get near enough depth to cause disruption in this play, and then boom, you got a big completion. But here you go. There's the speed, running with the back out of the backfield. Easy speed. But, this happens. We got to push for more depth right there, linebacker. We got to get our hand in this throwing window, knock this ball down. Okay? He's in a non-winnable position. He can't win right there. That's why they're designing that play. It's good play design. Good execution by Nakobe at the top. It's the little things. If you guys notice, 48 minutes. Most of these clips and most of these YouTube clips of this all 22 that I've got up here are about 33 to 38 minutes. Yeah, Georgia was on the field a lot during the second half of this football game. And they're driving right now. Auburn is. And I believe they ultimately score on this drive, but this slows it big time. This is great play recognition by Nakobe Dean right here. Look, Auburn does a whole bunch of this goofy stuff. They're trying to trick everybody. They're sending, buck sweep right here from number 12. But watch how quick he identifies it. That is money. Now, he doesn't come down with a tackle, but I'd give him the tackle right there. What he's doing, he's keying through the sniffer. Okay, look at his eyes. His eyes are directly onto this sniffer. We talk about on this YouTube channel what a sniffer is. Looks like he's sniffing the butt of the tackle, right? He is keying through this guy. Watch him quick key, boom, to C-gap as soon as this guy starts to wrap. Watch him. Whoa, I'm keying right now. I got to beat that man to the spot. Matter of fact, I don't have to beat him. I'm going to let him run by me, and then I'm going to slip underneath him and force this ball back out. It's a winnable rep.